So starting this trip, I'm taking a 2.5 hour train ride from Germany to Paris using the ICE train. And if you guys aren't familiar with this ICE train, it's pretty much just a straight shot to wherever you're going. They're a little bit more pricey, but it'll definitely save you a lot more time. If I were to drive to Paris from where I live, it'd take me about 4.5 hours. So that's just a little comparison of how good it really is. And honestly, it felt like as soon as I sat down on this train, it was time for me to get up and get off. So we ended up making it to the train station, and honestly, this location was perfect. It was right outside of where I was staying at, and I was staying in the St. Christopher's Inn hostel. If you're not a big hostel person, I wouldn't recommend it for a first-time stay, but it got the job done. You know, it's a hostel. At the end of the day, you can't really expect too much out of it. The hostel that I'm staying in right now is like, I have no idea what grade I would give it right now, just off of first impression. But I'm gonna just say I did see a roach on the wall. So that's that. But I'm pretty much just walking in circles around the block, bro. Like, I'm trying to just see what there is out here. And like, being here so far, it don't really feel like I'm in Paris. Like, I don't know what it is. Maybe I just haven't seen like the iconic stuff yet, but it definitely does not feel like I'm in Paris. Like, it's pretty, don't get me wrong, but it's just like any other city as of right now. Maybe I'm speaking too soon, but. And once we get more into this video, you'll definitely see I was speaking way too soon. But one thing that I think is really nice about Paris is the train stations. Being from the States or Houston in general, I'm not really used to big train stations like this. So they're all really nice. I headed back to the hostel, ended up getting a burger, some fries, and a beer before I hit the city again. So I also decided that I'm probably just gonna do all my vlogs for the rest of this trip on the Osmo, and we're gonna see pretty much what the settings are like on this. I brought my camera. I almost left it in the crib, but I was like I can't waste the opportunity of getting like footage for the Eiffel Tower and all that, because I don't know if I'm gonna come back tomorrow, even though I want to. I don't know if I have time, because the city is, I hear you can get around the city fast, but it's like, it's big. Oh, here we go. What is that right there, boy? Yes, sir. That's crazy. It's kind of wild that, like, growing up, like, you see this in like the movies and everything, and like being out here right now, it's like, it's for real, you know? It's like, it's the real deal. Honestly, I know there's gonna be a shit ton of people here. I see videos of like people like coming to like parks here, chilling in parks, and kind of just like taking in the scenes. So let's see if we can get like a shot of the Eiffel Tower maybe. We're gonna walk down this way. Oh yeah, this is crazy right here. Look at that. Super nice walkway. Eiffel Tower right there. I'm gonna get my camera out and definitely take some shots real quick. So honestly, I don't know if it's just the area that I'm in right now. I'm like kind of across the street from it. I don't know if it's just the area that I'm in right now, but there's not as many people as what I thought it was gonna be around the area. Like, where I'm staying, my hostel is like crazy packed. So like, I thought it was gonna be exactly like that here. Probably even worse, just because of like how big the Eiffel Tower is. And I might be speaking too soon, but it's definitely not as many people as what I thought it was gonna be, you know? Hello? All right, we're gonna make our way across the street. We're gonna try to get a little closer look. The little place that we were at, it has a great view. I feel like you don't really need to be like super close to the Eiffel Tower to like actually enjoy it, you know what I mean? Like, you can, like, I guess there's like little parks around here, and you can really like find somewhere in the cuts and just enjoy it. But we're in Paris, so we're gonna try to get closer, of course. I'll be honest, like, it's kind of cool, like, standing close or whatever and like getting as close as you can to the Eiffel Tower. But it's kind of like being in the movies and like sitting in the front row. Like, nobody ever really wants to sit in the front row because you're just like looking up the entire time. And that's kind of how I feel. So I'm headed back to the back of the little park, I guess. And I'm gonna just get some shots that's kind of farther away. But like, this in the background is, that's crazy. That's so crazy. have no itinerary. I have nothing like planned for real, so I'm finna just walk around the streets. I know that there's gotta be something else that's nice around the Eiffel Tower just because of how big of a staple it is. So I'm gonna just walk around the streets. I'm gonna see if I can catch some footage before I head back to the hostel, because I need to charge this camera and I need to get my battery from my other camera, and we'll see what else we can get into tonight. It feels like it's late, but it's only like 6 o'clock, so we got a lot of time left still. And one thing that really stuck out with me is Paris nightlife, man. I love it. Like, I feel like the city came alive at night. Everybody was out roaming around. The cafes were full. The bar life was nice. And like, not even speaking so much as like the clubs, but I feel like Paris really comes alive at night. When I got here, I didn't really plan on going out or whatever, but I think probably I'll go out and maybe get like a drink or two, and maybe talk to some people in the hostel and see kind of like what their vibes are. Because honestly, I was like a loner in there, bro. Everybody had somebody but me. So yeah, I'm gonna go back to the hostel. So going into day 2, I stopped at this bakery that was about a block or two away from my hostel. I tried to look this up after I left Paris, and I could not find it for the life of me. So if you have the time to look for this bakery, I definitely recommend it. I ended up getting a sandwich and some sort of pastry here, and man, I would give it like an 8 out of 10, 9 out of 10 for real, because it was amazing. Honestly, everything here is something that I think I would want to try. We hopped on a train, we got lost. I took the wrong train and damn near went straight to the airport. So I went out of the way like 30 minutes, but we're headed to Luxembourg Garden right now, and we're gonna check that out and see if we can get some shots, see how pretty it is. I see the videos all the time and it looks really, really pretty. So we're gonna head up there and see what it's talking like. Also, one thing that I wanted to say was I had to hit a full wardrobe change when I left the hostel. I had like a kind of like a flannel on and a shirt under it. I definitely did not pack right for this trip at all. These are the only 2 like jackets that I brought. And I walked outside, I was like, yeah, it ain't that bad. 2 minutes into my walk, I'm like, yeah, I gotta go back and change. So definitely had to hit a little wardrobe change. So we ended up making it to Luxembourg Garden, and honestly, I had really high expectations for this place, and I would say that it definitely did not disappoint. When I look up Paris, like on social media, this is one of the things that always pops up, so I was really excited to get here. It was really calm. There was a lot of people like, surprisingly, like running around, you know what I mean, like exercising. There's a lot of people chilling, like reading books, and it was just a really calm park. And also a quick little fact about this place is that it became public during the French Revolution, and it also served as a prison. Right now it houses the French Senate, which honestly makes a lot of sense because when I was outside and I was like looking at the big clock, there's a lot of like police officers with guns and everything. So about halfway through my time here, I kind of just sat down and kind of just reset. I took in the beauty of this park, and if you guys want me to put in perspective on how big this is, it'd probably take you about 10 to 15 minutes to get around the entirety of Luxembourg Garden. Obviously, you're gonna add on more time if you're stopping, sitting down, taking pictures, all that stuff. I think maybe I spent an hour here, so. Look at that. That ain't a birdhouse. That's like a mansion for them, bro. I wonder if it gets clean, number one, but I wonder like how many of them could actually fit in there. That's kind of dope that like, I guess they think about the birds too. Luxembourg Garden was absolutely stunning, like crazy beautiful. But the Louvre is 20 minutes, a 20-minute walk from here, so we're gonna take this little hike and kind of see what that's talking about. I didn't get any tickets. I didn't plan on going inside. but we're just gonna get some shots from the outside and see what the environment's like over there. So I'm thinking about maybe after the Louvre, maybe we'll go get some lunch. I'm not a real big coffee person, but I mean, I'm in Paris. I feel like you have to do it. You have to drink coffee, you know? So I'll probably like try to find like a little coffee shop, grab coffee and maybe actually a croissant this time. 'Cause I've been craving a croissant. To be honest, I did not like prepare for Paris the way I think I should have. Like I said, I got everything ready last minute. So I didn't put the right outfits in my bag. Everybody is like dressed to impress out here. It's crazy. The fashion in Paris is crazy. And I mean, I thought it was gonna be like, I'm not gonna lie. So you hear about like the scammers, you hear about pickpocketers, you hear about like just all that, right? And to be fair, like I haven't seen any of it yet. Maybe they're just really good at their job, or maybe they know who to pick on or whatever, but I don't know. I haven't really seen it at all. So also I heard that like Paris is like really dirty. And I kind of came in with like a mindset. I'm like, yo, every big city, especially as popular as Paris, like there's nowhere that's like as popular as Paris. But every big city is gonna be dirty, like in some sense, bro. Like you go to New York, it's dirty. Come here, it's dirty. Like when I was in Barcelona, there's dirty parts. So like, you know, but my point is like, it's not as bad as what I thought it was gonna be, like at all. It's actually quite clean. Like, look at the streets. I don't know, maybe they try to keep closer to like the popular areas clean, but even when I'm walking on like the back streets and all that, like it's not as bad. It's not bad. So on the way to the Louvre, I thought I'd take a video of these two places that you're about to see. I thought this one was pretty unique, just a regular restaurant, I think, and then this one is another diner. But like both of these like really scream Paris to me, so I thought I'd add it in the video. We made our way almost to the Louvre. Right before you get there, there's a bridge. And I thought this bridge was also pretty cool as well. They had the locks hanging, and then you also had people selling paintings and people just really relaxing and chilling on the bridge. I thought it was really nice. So as we made our way to the Louvre, right before you get there, there's like this really big courtyard, and honestly, like I felt like I was in like an old show or like almost back in time. Like the architecture for the entirety of all the buildings that were around it was just amazing. So as we entered the Louvre, you can see just how many people there were in the courtyard. I think a lot of people were just standing around taking pictures, taking the Louvre in, and I think there was tours as well. If you see in the bottom left of the screen, they had these boxes all around the courtyard, which I thought was pretty cool. People would stand on top of the boxes and kind of pinch the top of the Louvre, kind of get that picture, and I thought that was pretty cool. All right, so we made it to the Louvre, and yo, this is crazy. Like, I don't know if this is like a big, like, kind of like courtyard thing, but so crazy. Huge, very clean, a lot of people though, but it's really nice. And if you're looking to get into the Louvre, this is the line. Starting here, going all the way up there, and then it wraps around on the top. And I'm not sure if you guys can see that, but wraps around on the top, front end. So I didn't end up actually going inside the museum, kind of just took it all in from the outside. But if you guys are unfamiliar with the Louvre Museum, it holds some of the most iconic art in history, most famous probably being the Mona Lisa. But I've seen pictures and videos and stuff of the inside of the museum, and people are kind of just hoarding to one spot. And yeah, that just wasn't the vibe for me for this trip. I think I'm gonna save that for another trip. Now, right across from the Louvre, we have the Arc de Triomphe, and This isn't the most famous one. This isn't the one that everybody thinks of when they think of Paris. I actually didn't even know this was across the street from the Louvre, but I thought it was super, super nice. The fine details and the way that it was crafted really caught my attention. And I kind of stood here for like maybe 10 minutes or so, just taking it all in. So we're on the way to the Arc right now. After that, we're gonna stop and get some coffee. But it's 1:27 right now, and as you can see behind me, like the clouds, yeah, it looks like it's like 6 o'clock, and it's not about to rain or anything. But if you want to come to Europe for the weather, don't pick Germany, don't go to the UK. I guess don't come here either. So we just got off the train. It was about a 15-minute ride from the Louvre, and look what I'm looking at. That's insane. It's a lot bigger than what I thought it was gonna be, to be honest. Like, you know how you see things in like pictures and movies, all that, and when you see it in real life, it like lets you down. This isn't one of those things. It's kind of giving me the same feels as like the Eiffel Tower. So if I had to give a size comparison on this one and the Arc that we were just at, I would say the Arc that we were just at is maybe a quarter or maybe half the size of this one. So that's just to put in perspective on how big this one actually is. One thing that I wish I would have known is that there's a tunnel to get to the top of this Arc. And I remember seeing people and I was like, man, how did they get up there? But there's signs around the Arc, and if you follow those signs, it'll get you to the top. So we got people lined up pretty much in the street to get that shot. I don't know if you can see this lady right here. To get that money shot right there. Lined up all the way down here. Kind of crazy. Not me though. I can't do it. All right, we're gonna see if we could creep up on this sidewalk right here. Kind of across the street from where the people are at. Just to try to get a little view of our own, you know? We don't got nobody taking pictures of us, so we just want to get close enough to snap a good shot. I think this might be good enough. Boom. This is the perk of having Osmo Pocket 3. This ain't no sponsored video, but yo, if you're just trying to like create videos for yourself or even content creation or something like that, you can do it by yourself. I'm getting this shot right here, and it's literally just a magnet on a metal fence right here. This is actually crazy. Damn. Yo, that's huge. Yo, there's people on top. How do you even get on top of that? One thing that I want to talk about though, if you're thinking about solo traveling, I would say just do it, you know? Just do it. Like, oh, you good? Yeah. All right, so I just got stopped. To take some pictures of some guys, like real nice guys. You know, just had to get the flicks in. You know, that's super important on trips. But what I was trying to say was, if you're thinking about taking a solo trip, just do it. Like, you're gonna learn so many things about yourself. And like, for me, I love solo trips because I don't have to wait on anybody to do anything. Like, for me, if I was here with a group of people, I'm sure they'd all want to take pictures and they want to get as close as they can and everything like that. But I can experience something from standing across the street from it. So, me personally, I like to just see things, take it in, and then go. But yeah, if you're thinking about taking a solo travel or something like that, just do it. And I think maybe starting off in Paris is like a perfect opportunity or a perfect trip to do so. All right, so we're gonna head back to the train station where our next stop is gonna be the Galleria. And I've seen TikToks of it and it looks crazy. I'm super excited for this one actually. One thing I will say about Paris is how nice the shopping district is. But I will say, if you're looking to shop in Paris, you better have your money right, because they have designer everywhere and none of it's cheap. But it was really, really nice though. We ended up making it to the Galleria. This wasn't the Galleria that I was talking about, that I was seeing online and everything like that. I didn't know they actually had multiple out here, but we ended up making it to this one specifically, and I think this one was like a Lafayette or something like that. But this one was really cool. It's kind of just a simple mall. This next galleria that we're about to get to is the one that I definitely was looking for. And if I can remember correctly, I want to say it was like a 30-minute walk or so from this one, but it was definitely worth it. So this galleria here was definitely an attention grabber. Kind of felt like I was in like an opera house or something like that, but everywhere that you looked was real nice in this place. Super packed with people. I didn't really even check out the shopping in this place just because of how many people there was, but it was really nice. So we just went into the gallery, or the galleria, and yeah, we checked it out. Honestly, I didn't record myself in there because it was too hectic for any of that, to be honest. I didn't even feel like doing it, but hopefully I got some good shots of everything. Now we gotta go relax because I'm tired as hell, I ain't gonna even lie. I've been walking around all day and I feel it. I'm starting to feel it. So we're gonna head somewhere and try to chill out. Yeah. So I ended up running to this coffee shop on the way back to my hostel. I got some banana bread and a coffee. Pretty much just sat there, enjoyed it, and it was really good. All right, so we just left the hostel. We went back for a while. I was like super tired. I just needed to reset. So I just got a beer and I went up to my room, showered, changed, and now we're about to go out and try to shoot some stuff. I feel like it's like a lot more busy in the nighttime. Maybe that's just like how I'm feeling, but there's a shit ton of people out here right now. Getting a little hungry again, so I might try to find like, I don't know, maybe like finger food or something like that, but I'm gonna just walk up this area and see. There's a couple more places that I wanna go. Got pizza here. Is this something I could fuck with? Oh, they got gyoza. Oh, I might have to do this. Look at the prices. I might have to. So what I was saying is we came to a little spot that we walked past and I saw food that looked like Asian. So I was like, let's go for it. So pretty much we have noodles, almost like stir fry. And then we got chicken and a beer. You know, we gotta finish, we gotta wash it down with a beer. This is like exactly what I need because I'm starving right now. Like, I'm so hungry. So I'm gonna eat in peace. Y'all not finna watch me eat. Also, I got all of this food for like 14 euro. Once I go outside, I'll take a video of the restaurant if you wanna know what it is, but yeah, it's right by this Rouge place. Everything that I got was 14 euro, which is probably about 16, 17 USD. All right, so I just finished eating at the Asian spot, and I'm not gonna lie, it like rejuvenated me. I feel good, you know what I mean? But I'm about to go out and hit some bars, so maybe I'll get some footage, maybe I won't. Hopefully I don't end the video here, but I just wanna have some fun, you feel me? The nightlife here is like really nice. Like everybody's just sitting out, outside of bars, drinking, talking. I think that's one thing that I do like about European culture is like a lot of people just sit outside and just drink together. But like it's like in America, everybody just wants to fucking get lit, you know what I mean? Everybody wants to go to the club, like get straight to the point. There's like no like sitting conversation type of deal, you know? Just to show you. It's like one little place right here. It's currently 8:20 in the morning. I didn't sleep all night. I had a great time in the club. It's time to get up out of here, man. Like, Paris was good to me. A great time. I think I'll definitely come back for sure, for sure. Hands down, best music that I've heard in the club, like, in a long, long time. Like, it wasn't no mainstream stuff. It was like good stuff, bro. All right, so we made it to the train station. So I didn't take any videos last night of where I went. I literally just went out to this one bar that's supposed to be like a top 3 bar, like in all of, somebody said all of Europe, but I don't really believe that. Maybe all of Paris. But we went there. It was cool vibes. It was really cool. I put the name like on the screen or something. And then the club that I went to was called Jungle. And when I tell y'all, Jungle was top tier. Like, all the beats that they was playing was like Afro beats, rap music. They had French hip hop in there, and I ain't never even heard French hip hop like in my life. But when I tell you that shit was jumping, it was jumping. Yeah, if you want to go to a club in Paris, Jungle is the place to go. It wasn't too crowded. It's not too big of a club, but like I think it's definitely a dress code because they was like definitely not letting people in at the door. But I got there like as soon as it opened, so, and like people filled in real quick. I don't think it opens until like damn near midnight. Yeah, I appreciate you guys watching this video. If you stayed to the end, if you want to see more content like this, be sure to subscribe, like this video, and yeah, man, we up all 2026. I can't wait, bro. I can't wait to post more content. But I love y'all. Hope y'all be safe.